The Banshee's son was out running when he knew in the depths of his soul the bitter knell of someone nearby, so close to their doom. He searched for a scent beyond mortal smell, and with death-seeking eyes he looked straight through a house's brick wall, until his gaze fell upon an old woman who struggled to her armchair. There to die, she knew full well. Spying no watcher in nearby windows, nor passing cars, nor anyone on the street, he hid his flesh, and as a spirit did go, the soul of the dying woman to meet. He passed through the walls, a grey shadow, and he waited for the moment most meet, the moment ere death, whose like he well did know. The woman lingered on the edge of sleep, her every breath and heartbeat slow and pained, and when close to the end, the spirit delved deep into the long seconds of her dying brain, and about her strongest dreams he did creep, to find the greatest wish that still remained, one which e'en near the end still made her weep. He saw a horrendous truth set in flame, and a young bride-to-be shook to the core. Cruel fate had put her wedding day midst the darkest days of the Second World War, and so many she loved before her were lain. Her fiancé and family were torn from life in a church, destroyed in an air raid. She had thought to steal one merry day from the hateful times, and in cruel answer she'd smelt the burning as she walked away, once the all-clear had, at last, released her. So many she loved, in one moment slain, and near 80 years of nightmares she'd suffered, or worse, happy dreams of her stolen day. That was his gift, a dream of the wedding, the happiest dream from which she'd never wake. From dream and memory he set to working, a long overdue wedding day to make, untroubled now by war nor by rationing. He arrived as the driver of the car he'd shaped to bear the bride to where her groom was waiting. No debris-lined, bomb-racked streets anymore. No shattered houses conjured thoughts of dead friends. No darkness nor travesty lay in store. Only well-earned joy there at the very end. The bride in her radiant youth restored wept in dreamy relief as each turn and bend gave back something else the world had shorn. Her father was waiting near the churchyard gate, her true father, not some dream-carved spectre, drawn by a twisting about his daughter so great that he and all other guests were drawn to her. Marking this gift, they took their places to sate the last wish of a lonely heart, at last stirred to happiness once more, forsaking its weight. When the bride laid eyes on her fiancé, she was struck by a relief so tremendous that her tears were not easily cast away, and foremost of all on that day numinous was the love revealed in that long embrace. Yet for all the arcanally wrought defiance in this dreamscape, time and death still sought their prey. The wedding guests filed in to find their seats. The Banshee's son was soon welcomed inside by the groom's mother, smiling and teary, who found him a spot on the groom's side. The church here was whole and rife with majesty, and soon the organ played Here Comes the Bride, who, on her father's arm, stepped up giddily. The local priest returned for one last service, led all through the hymns and the prayers and vows. The rings and I-do's were exchanged, and the kiss met with cheers from the groom's friends, earning a frown of scant sincerity from the priest, who dismissed all thereafter, and to the joyful sound of the organ, all left for celestial bliss. The Banshee's son did not follow, but fled back to the world without, where sat the body of the old woman. In peace she sat there dead, free of a lifetime's lonely pain, finally. He left the house and donned the skin he'd shed, resuming his run, though with the bittersweet mood of a lonely soul to a wedding led.